MaryAnn Neblock. Jen is a good friend of mine, and she's kind of my quasi-daughter, quasi-sister. Okay, thanks. That's about it. Oh, yeah, so it won't be right in my face. I didn't think of that. And I'm honored to be here and to do this. And I thank you all for listening. I have a few bird-themed haiku and a couple of poems, short poems that I did. Jen has been like an advocate and pushing me as a kind of a therapy and relaxation to do some poetry and writing just for therapy itself. So it's somewhere around 2016 I started to do that, and in the summer, in June, I was inspired by just looking out my front door. There was a bright blue male bluebird in the bird bath, and then also a male goldfinch on the bird feeder. So I wrote this haiku. It's called Birds in the Bath. It's a bit of a play on words because I spelled birds B-I-R-D-Z, kind of like Boys in the Hood type of thing. So haiku, very short. Okay. Birds flit in the bath. The sun dries their wings in flight, blue and yellow awe. Okay, that's that. Here's one about a crow, or usually there's lots of crows. Shining black feathers, you caw to me while in flight, heaven's wings aloft. Doves. Graceful, elegant, long neck, long tail, gray feathers, love my gentle doves. And I do, I'm like obsessed with doves. I talk to them all the time. This haiku, well, I'll say last summer, I wrote a haiku, and I wanted to call it Summer Sex, but I decided that that really wouldn't fly, and when I read my haiku, you'll know why. The second attempt at a title, I went with Lepidoptera Love, but I thought, people might think I'm trying to do a haiku about dinosaurs or something, so I settled on butterflies. And brace yourselves, it's marginally erotic. Well, I should let you decide that after I read it. Dancing, vibrating, swift wings flutter together, courtship and mating. What do you think, a little erotic? This one, I call it my anti-haiku, because instead of the normal format, it's actually 7 syllables, 5 and 7. It's called December Morning. I spelled morning M-O-U-R-I-N-G because it's about mourning doves. But this is another, just a glimpse of something as I looked out the window on a cold morning. This is exactly what I saw. Cold doves warming in the sun, feathers puffed and gray, heads fold, forming perfect sphere. And they just were amazing. They just looked like a ball of gray, all with their head tucked. So anyway, that made an impression on me. These are just 2 very short poems. They're both called Baby Bird, Part 1 and Part 2. And it will be obvious what happened and what inspired me to write this. Just learning to fly, my window fooled you. You hit so hard. How could you possibly understand the concept of glass? But now you rest comfortably under the crimson maple, where all the animals come to eat and drink and bathe. You nourish the earth so their lives can continue, infinite cycle of life. Baby Bird, Part 2. She digs deeply into the earth with a trowel, excavating mulch, stones, and dirt. We say goodbye and I'm sorry, and stroke its feathers with gentle and caring hands. In the bottom of its grave, we return the dirt and entomb Baby Bird, like a blanket of safety in which to decay. A small square rock sits atop the site, to mark its passage into another life cycle. And so it goes. That was Emily and I taking care of baby bird after it hit the window. I was so upset. I saw it, on the deck, and I knew it broke its neck. It was very traumatic, but it made me write this. So anyway, thank you very much.